Good morning. It is June the 6th, 2016. Time to kick off another trading week, and we're going to start our Monday trading with little news out overnight overseas. Little news on tap this morning. The biggest news event today will be Yellen's speech at 12:30 Eastern, and her last speech on the 27th was pretty hawkish, saying interest rate hikes are on the way. It will be data driven, of course. We'll raise them when we can. Of course, us skeptics out here saying if it's data driven, you're not raising interest rates. With Friday's non-farm payroll report and unemployment numbers, if the Fed's decision is data driven, they're not going to raise interest rates in June. They're going to have a hard time raising them the rest of the year too. So everything she says will be watched by the market players. We will be subject to news algo slams and spikes. So that's probably the biggest news event of the day. Second factor is the E-mini is at 2100. Poised to take out the recent high at 2106. I think the E-mini, because of the Fed and central bank policy and from trading and people that are caught short, is going to make new contract highs on this move. We'll see if it happens. Okay, today's news is limited to Gallup consumer spending measure. $95 a day was the last report. They'd like to see that number higher, even if they have to borrow to spend. And labor market conditions index was minus 0.9. Neither one of these pieces of news should impact the market. So we're pointed lower right now. I think we are going to trade lower. We'll put a question mark at 24. Stops below 24. 17 to 21 is buy 1. Buy 2 is 9 to 13. Sell 1 is 27 to 31. Then 3 to 7 for sell 2. Looking at the 30-year, knob spread's hanging in there pretty good. We got a very clean break down here at 03. The first little band of support is going to be 8 to 12. So 1 to 5 is buy 1, and buy 2 will be 21 to 25. On the sell side, last rotate stopped up at 20 to 24, so 1 is 20 to 24, 27 to 31 is sell 1, 7 to 11 is sell 2. And you can see what volume most recent in the market's memory is down here in the 24 to 28 area. And then we have the low volume number here at 03. So we're basically leaning on a low volume point and then a spot where there was volume on Friday's action. Okay, it is auction week. Don't expect the bottom to fall out of the market because of this week's auctions. They just can't move the paper. But they can take it lower to set up the auctions. And that also would favor selling. Quite often we come in and we'll see Monday sold before the 2 or the 3 year auction. Okay, gold's hanging in there. Probably awaiting what Big Janet's going to say. 1250. I mean, it's pretty predictable. Stops above 1250. That's where we thought the market was going last week. We got there, so we've got selling. Asia stopped at 48. Then the early morning session high is 46, so this 47 to 50 is going to be sell 1, 55, 57, sell 2. On the buy side, we are pointed lower. It is a B on a measured move. You've got 51 to 44. That's $7. $7 from 44 takes us to 37. So prime buy territory will be this 35, 37. But we're not there, so 39 to 41 will be buy 1. So again, that high volume area down around 35 looks like a pretty good place to be a buyer. Basically trying to buy 35s to 40s and selling 1250s to 1255. Okay, Euro and yen are off a little bit, but they had an explosive rally on Friday because the market interpreted Friday's news as that the Fed's not going to be able to raise interest rates, so dump the dollar. And that's what happened. So last rotate down was at 1325, so 25 to 35 is our buy zone. They'll be keying on Yellen's speech 2, and basically the buck for buy 2. On the sell side, I've got a pretty clean break at 65 to 70, then all the way up to 75. So we're right at 50. So 65 to 75, sell 1. 114 even, sell 2. And it may take a 50 to get off a short. We are dealing with a B, so hope springs eternal. Cheap Charlie would like to sell at a higher price. Crude oil is hanging in there very, very well. Production problems in Canada. The decrease in U.S. North American production, part of that is Canadian also, is supposedly what's supporting the market. So this 48 to 48.50 has been pretty good support. Right down here you can see. And we've got pretty good resistance at $50, and we're at 49 and a quarter right now. So resistance is like 49.50 to 75. We'll let them get stops. We're based on a P. And 50, 50 and a quarter, sell 2. On the buy side, 48.50, 48.75, buy 1. And 48, 48 and a quarter, buy 2. Okay, the ES is high and pointed higher. And Yellen has her speech at 1 today. And let's take a look at this screen. Just to maintain perspective, you can see that we're knocking on the door. And if we get through this 2110 area, really no reason not to get back up to the 2135. Market is strong. The irony is the economy is so weak the Fed can't raise interest rates by its stocks, and then you have people are getting squeezed short. So 2105 plus or minus is where resistance is, and it looks like that may come out. So 5 to 6 is definitely where resistance is. So first sell is failure to take out 2106. So 2104, 2106, sell 1. 9 to 11 will be sell 2. On the buy side, 94, 96, buy 1. 89, 91, buy 2. Okay, it's going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. I'm going to get busy on that. I will be back with you as soon as possible in a bit.